Hello, good evening. Welcome to Prime Business with me, Pius Kojo Baka. To our very first story, some oil marketing companies have started reducing prices of petroleum products at the pumps. Industry leader Goil is selling a litre of petrol at 12 cedis 39 pesos from the previous 12 cedis 80 pesos it sold this morning. Now, December 19, 2023. Now, diesel, on the other hand, is going for 12 cedis 99 pesos per litre from the old price of 13 cedis 30 pesos per litre. Many industry players will be looking forward to the margin of reduction that other OMCs will adjust their prices at the pumps. However, the price of liquefied petroleum gas is expected to go up by about 5% following an increase in the product price coupled with the depreciation of the cedi. Here's more.
Some of the leading oil marketing firms have told Joy Business that they will be reviewing their prices at the pumps in the coming day. We understand that Total Energies will adjust their prices from tomorrow morning. Shell, which reviewed their prices this morning, is selling a litre of petrol at 12 cedis 39 pesos. Diesel, on the other hand, is going for 12 cedis 99 pesos. However, some have raised concerns about the margin of reduction by some of the oil marketing companies for the second pricing window. This is due to the fact that there has been some significant reduction in price of finished petroleum products on some of the international markets over the past weeks, as well as the Ghana cedi, which has been fairly stable on the international market. Therefore, we should have witnessed a much bigger reduction in price at the pumps. It will be interesting to see how this adjustment by the oil marketing companies impacts on the cost of living and inflation going forward, especially when it comes to the cost of cutting some foodstuffs from the farm gate to the market.
The World Bank Country Director Pierre Laporte has revealed that Ghana's bilateral creditors are close to issuing an assurance to aid the International Monetary Fund board meeting on the country. This should come in the form of a memorandum of understanding from the official creditor committee to the fund that a deal has been reached. Already, there are concerns about the feasibility of the new January 11, 2024 board meeting. Mr. Laporte has been speaking on PM Express Business Edition, which airs this Thursday.
So we require that agreement, and that agreement, unfortunately, is not yet concluded. We were hoping it was, so we can also go. But until it's concluded, we cannot go. At this point in time, the latest information that we have is there's close to closure, and with that, we would be able to go, hopefully, before the end of January. Before the end of January,
we understand that the fund has proposed 11th of January as a new date for the board to meet. Have you got that communication? Are we sure that we're going to get something done before that time?
IMF has to tell you if it's sure they can get it done. Me, what I can tell you is if IMF goes, because we work on the same framework, if IMF goes, we are hoping to try and also go, if possible, even on the same day. But at this point, we also have some requirements in terms of time frame for circulation of documents internally to the board. So we're trying to see if we can get the shortened circulation period. If possible, we'll try to go on or close
on the 11th of January.
On the 11th. If not, it will be soon after, but definitely before the end of the month.
The skepticism that has arisen out of this challenge is that we had the November date. It was moved to the first week of December. It moved to December 21, and now January 11th. And there are people who are worried whether anything can be reached this time around from the official credit committee point for the bank even to come up with the support.
Look, again, maybe the finance minister who is in touch with them regularly can tell you more. I cannot commit anything on behalf of the creditor committee. What I can tell you is the information that we have credible internally is that the creditors are quite close to an agreement, close enough that's given the IMF the comfort for them to go to schedule the date, and it's given us comfort to also work on a date close enough to the IMF. But you see, this is not the fault of Ghana. In fact, we are very disappointed because Ghana has done everything it needed to do. We asked you to, we agreed reforms with you, you've done all the reforms, you've met all the what we call the prior actions, and now you are just waiting for the creditors to agree on certain technical issues. Okay, there are technical issues among them, or cut-off dates has been agreed. There are different treatment of different kind of loans, these kind of things. And this is what we need to get closure. And like I said, the indications are that this will.
And as you explained, this challenge was not as a result of Ghana meeting the condition, but a concern coming from one or the members of the credit committee.
Yeah. They've had, creditors are different. I mean, as you know, economies are different, countries are different, methodologies are different, culturally countries are different. So there are creditors that treat debt one way, others treat debt the other way. So it's this kind of agreement. That's why it's called a common framework, right? So that all creditors, despite their own specificities, that they can agree on how to treat all this. And it's taken a bit more time, unfortunately, but we're hoping that it can
But now from what you have picked that they are now close and reaching an agreement that
the indications we have is that they are all committed to reach an agreement as soon as possible.
And we're all other things being equal, holding some of these variables constant, at least we can get this budget support by the end of January, all things being equal.
If there is a strong enough agreement that satisfies IMF and World Bank management and board, yes, it will happen.
And so this $300 million is going to support, what do you call it, the budget or programs in the budget, if I get it right.
Yes.
What are some of
it's basically cash going into your consolidated fund, and then, of course, the program spending is there in line with budget that's been approved by Parliament.
And you can't afford to miss out on that interaction on PM Express Business Edition come Thursday with George Yaffe as he speaks to the country director of the World Bank, Pierre Laporte there. Meanwhile, senior finance lecturer at the University of Cape Coast Business School, Seriam Kawo, is asking government to reconsider its negotiation terms with the Chinese creditors in order to have its debt restructured. He's been speaking to Joy Business.
So, in their view, Ghana might have done everything that is required. But then there is a need for us as a country, Ghana, to also reconsider the terms that we are giving to the creditor committee. We are going to have a haircut of about 40%. We are extending the borrowing time maturity to about 20 years. That may not be very comfortable with the creditor committee, and therefore they are also looking at other ways of trying to resolve it. So saying that Ghana has done everything, in their eyes and in the eyes of Ghana, they've done everything because they are also waiting for the creditor committee to agree so that they will also add up about 300 million in addition to the 600 million the IMF will be giving. And so we as a country might have thought that we have done everything, but we need to reconsider our position on that particular deal that we have sent so that we will be able to reach an agreement. It shouldn't be a case like, you've come to me, this is what I can do, take it or leave it. The creditor committee will not accept that. And if care is not taken, this is going to affect our long-term credit or creditability in the market.
More on the economy, government has been advised to stand by with its emergency revenue mobilization strategies if the $600 million second tranche funding from the International Monetary Fund continues to delay. According to finance lecturer at Andrews University in the USA, Professor Williams Prepra, one of the ways to trigger such contingency plan is to halt tax exemptions for businesses.
I mean, the plan B for the government is possibly go look at the budget. Our government is going to give tax exemptions to some industries of also similar to about 600 million, around the same figure. Probably the plan B is to delay that part of the budget to make sure that we get the needed cash flow. Because it's either you get someone to give you the money, or you increase your taxation, your revenue, and that revenue, that policy of giving some exemptions to local businesses probably may have to be delayed. We may have to wait. Once we get the IMF, then we can implement that. If not, we delay that aspect as well.
Some commercial banks say they will continue to engage customers on the inconsistencies in relation to interest rates before lending. Interest rates fell across the yield curve after going up consecutively for 2 weeks. According to head of retail banking at FBN Bank, Ghana, Alan Quay. Some banks are working on to improving various toxic assets. He spoke to Joy Business at the UPSA Law School Quarterly Banking Roundtable X.
As the rates come down, it would mean that it would impact on the bank rates. But let's also note that banks have also taken some deposits at some high rates prior to the decline. And these also have different maturity times. So it would take a while before any dip in rates will come, because whoever have promised at 30 and is bound to mature next year, let's say by June, I must still pay, despite the fact that inflation may have come down, despite the fact that interest rates may drop. I will still have to pay that customer who I promised the 30%. And so even though it's declining, I will still have to pay. And therefore, good as it is, my cost may still be low. It's new ones that may affect it. And then you take the total portfolio, it will lead to a decline in cost of funds as well. So it's good, but it will take a while to eventually translate onto depositors' funds, investments and stuff. And of course, when it comes to borrowing, interest rates, it would also take a while to be impacted.
Away from the banking sector, let's do something on insurance, because Ghana's oldest insurance company, Enterprise Insurance, has pledged its commitment to meet customer needs by developing innovative products. This, according to the company, will enhance inclusion and improve coverage. Addressing the media at the launch of the company's centenary celebration, Managing Director of Enterprise Insurance, Akosua Ansa Enchi, explained that the milestone marks an era of improved service delivery to all stakeholders. Here's more.
The centenary celebration of Enterprise Insurance marked a milestone of insurance penetration and coverage in Ghana. As the oldest insurance company in Ghana, Enterprise Insurance has witnessed various evolution stages and is committed to deepening insurance coverage across the country. Speaking to Joy Business at the launch of the centenary celebration, Managing Director of Enterprise Insurance, Akosua Ansa Enchi, explained the company's unwavering commitment to meet customer needs by developing innovative products.
We are celebrating our legacy because we are a 100-year-old company. I mean, for us to be able to still be in business for the past 100 years, it shows a lot of dedication and resilience on our past. And this is a legacy worth celebration. But the most important thing for us is looking forward. So as phenomenal as our past has been, it is important that the general public also benefit from the solutions that we offer. And we'll continue to do what we do best, which is protecting the things that people value the most.
As part of activities to mark 100 years of the enterprise legacy, Ghana's oldest insurance company hopes to foster relations with relevant stakeholders and improve community engagement.
A lot of the activities that we've earmarked will see us celebrating our customers who have made us who we are today. We also make sure that we embrace the communities that have served us. So there'll be a lot of community investment projects that we'll undertake. In our business, we work with intermediaries and our partners, the brokers and the agents. We will celebrate them. Our people, our best assets, they are the ones who have been able to get us to where we are today. So we'll make sure that we'll celebrate them. And then most important of all, the faith that we had in God. Is God who has brought us this 100 years, and it is God who will take us to the next 100.
Board member of Enterprise Insurance, Comfort Okran, details the essence of the theme.
Today, as we celebrate our centenary, we also recognize the dynamic landscape of the insurance sector. The theme, celebrating our legacy, securing your future, is not just a reflection on the past, but it's a commitment to our future. We stand at the forefront of innovation, leveraging strategic partnerships and cutting-edge solutions to meet the ever-changing needs of our clients.
The theme for the celebrations is celebrating our legacy and securing your future.
As part of measures to support startup scale-up operations, MTN Ghana says it will continue with engagements of businesses through its MTN Ayoba Momo Accelerator program. According to Senior Manager, Enterprise and Marketing Portfolio Management, Benedict Bentel, the company will push for innovation for these enterprises to ensure sustainability. He spoke to Joy Business at the 2023 MTN Platforms Accelerator Program.
As part of our long-term strategy to develop and own some of the best platforms in Africa, the Platforms Accelerator is probably gathering the innovators in the space, the young minds who want to generate solutions for the markets in Ghana and in Africa. And this is basically the beginning of a duration of engagements between MTN Business, Digital, Mobile Money Limited, Chinosis, the marketplace, and Ayoba to drive that innovation for the Platforms Accelerator. So this is the beginning of a few more engagements, so the final engagements where the winners will be declared to have provided the best solution in the market. There are a few other categories as well, best engagements in the market and all those kind of things, activities that they'll be doing up till that time to provide them with the knowledge that they need in terms of business and the knowledge that they need in technology as well to help them build the best applications possible. The goal is to draw down the list at every stage. As we continue to go along, there will be a final group of finalists who will be going into the final stage, and out of that we'll pick the winners.
Deputy British High Commissioner to Ghana, Keith McMahon, has disclosed that Ghana's property and real estate industry provides a huge opportunity to attract British investors into the area. He explained that there are more investors in the UK seeking to partner Ghanaian businesses or investors to explore the sector. The following report has more.
Stakeholders in the real estate industry have always called for swift policies that will link the financial sector to the built environment to help provide funding for prospective home owners. This, the British High Commission in Ghana believes, can be harnessed by linking British investors to Ghanaian property managers. Speaking to Joy Business at the maiden Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo, the Deputy British High Commissioner to Ghana, Keith McMahon, said Ghana's economy has the potential to expand through the real estate sector.
I think this is a huge opportunity for Ghana, and I think it's great credit to Anna and Vicky for bringing the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo here. I mean, there are just so many opportunities for people looking to invest in properties. I've been here 18 months now in Accra, and even in Accra alone, I can see the changes almost every day and the skyline of Accra. And I think that's just a testament to the confidence that investors have in places like Ghana, that they're willing to invest their money here because they can see it's such a great opportunity.
On her part, the co-founders of On Point Property Management Limited, Anna Ajekum and Victoria Ajekum, said Ghana can learn from best practices across the world and provide decent and affordable housing for Ghanaians.
So we brought the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo to Accra for the maiden edition. For the past 7 years, we've been helping the diaspora and international investors invest safely in Ghana. It's been a world historical issue of the challenges of buying in Ghana, who to go to, where to get finance, and simply how to go about it. So we decided to bring all the reputable real estate developers, stakeholders, and all the value chain all under one roof.
It's a young country. Everyone has young families. They want somewhere stable to live and also to be in that investment boom as well. So I think that can be also something to be worked on right now to encourage more to buy.
And that's it for the bulletin. I am Pius Kojo Baka. Thanks so much for your company. But before I go, I've got to bring you this. And the sharp drop in the inflation in the month of November is expected to improve market sentiments and ease the pressure on the cedi in the near term. That's the view of most currency analysts. Well, this is coming after the local currency remained stable against the dollar in the retail market last week. Here's more.
Last week, the cedi recorded a mixed performance amidst improved foreign exchange liquidity and cooling inflation. At the 42nd foreign exchange auction to the bulk oil distribution companies, the Bank of Ghana provided $20 million at a forward rate of 12 cedis 15 pesos to a dollar. Additionally, the central bank sold about $3 million in the spot market. Following the improved market liquidity, the cedi closed 5.55% stronger versus the euro and remained stable against the dollar. Analysts expect the ease in inflation to boost market sentiment and consequently strengthen the cedi. Meanwhile, the cedi has lost about 14% in value to the dollar in the retail market and 24% on the interbank market.